Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is this morning's car boot haul. It is Sunday the 31st of October when I'm recording this, and this is everything I bought at the car boot sale this morning to sell on eBay. Starting here, no, I'm going to start with these because they're in the way. I paid £10 for this. The lady had marked them at £10 for the set. I did not argue with her. And they are the little funny face vegetable jars. I've only ever had one of these in the past. I know that people collect them because on a couple of Facebook pages I'm on, I've seen people getting very excited if they find one. I paid £10 for 5, and I'm sure I can get more than £2 each for them, so I'm sure there's money in them, but I don't really know how much. They're not all one brand. This one has no branding on the base at all. This one is a pickled onions. This one says marmalade and has Henor Ceramics England on the base. This one is pickled onions again, but as you can see, a completely different design to the other one. This does have a stamp on the base, but I cannot make it out. Can't make out what it says. It looks like a picture of a little portcullis. I'm not sure if there's words there or... yeah, I can't make out, but it has got a little limited edition number on it, so perhaps I'll find out more about that when I start researching. Celery. And the base just has a V on it, and beetroot. And this one says made in Portugal on a little sticker. So they're definitely not all one maker. They're definitely all, you know, different designs, whatever. But they're sure to be worth more than £2 each, depending on whether I smash them to smithereens before I get around to listing them. Next bit is filler bags, so I'll do that next. And these, for starters, are for my own use. They are shelf supports and shelf supports. What are these bits called? They're these bits and those bits for putting up a shelf. I would need more of those bits, but that was all that happened to be there. So I grabbed those because they'll be useful. They'll be useful at some point when I move into the other room, hopefully. Also in filler bag, I want to keep a track of how many filler bag items I got to work out how much it cost me. So that's one. A little 5 large curtain rings. 5 is not very many, but people buy these for crafts, so probably worth grabbing all the same. A M&S mug with an E on it. It says M&S Home on the bottom. Somebody's used it as a pen pot at some point because it's full of ink in the inside, but I can get that out. And a little pendant with no chain. So that's 4 items so far. A Ted Baker mug. 5 Winnie the Pooh finger puppets. Annoyingly only 5, because the ones that I don't have are Pooh and Eeyore. So I've got Rabbit, Tigger, no, hang on. That's Bambi, isn't it? Thumper, isn't that Thumper? They're just Disney ones. They're not specifically Winnie the Pooh, are they? Because that's Bambi, that's Thumper, and then I've got Piglet, Rabbit and Tigger. So they're just Disney finger puppets. Odd selection there, but 5 of those. That's another 1 item, obviously. A little Kath Kidston melamine plate. This has got the Carrier Boys on it. Copy of Robbie Williams' Swing When You're Winning, which is one of my favourite Robbie albums. It is, I believe, a little bit damp. Everything at the car boot this morning was a little bit damp. It was a very soggy morning. Rummy Cub. Dave at ABL Reselling says Rummy Cub is worth buying. This is a travel version. I hope it's all complete. It certainly looks as though it's been very well looked after. All the pieces are in a bag in there. So hopefully that's... hopefully I can't... Lord knows how that went together. You know when you wish you hadn't taken something... Put that on one side and put it back together in a minute. So yeah, that's kind of a travel Rummy Cub, that one. A boxed grater. I could not tell in the dark this morning whether it was Tupperware. Timber! Whether it was Tupperware or not, and on reflection I don't think it is. So possibly not worth reselling. Might go back to the charity shop. A pair of fine bone china dandelions poppy mugs. I will sell those as a pair. A selection of children's cutlery. None of it is branded. I've sold branded children's cutlery for good money before. None of this is branded, but I've got a selection of bits. I'm going to call that one item, although I might list it as more than one listing. A random small tin of Santex masonry paint. This is in Chalk Hill, ultra smooth masonry paint. I have no idea why I picked that up. Maybe it'll be useful for a small DIY project. A Filofax. This is the birdcage Filofax. I've had this one before. Is it called birdcage or songbird or something? Swift. It's called Swift. I've definitely had this one before. They also did this one in lilac, I believe. Definitely sold this one before. A little handheld Tetris game. It's not working at the moment. I presume it needs new batteries. I don't know for sure whether it works. I don't know what it's worth. But it was an interesting thing to chuck in my filler bag. Josh found these for me. It's some hammer beads and a couple of the hammer plates. So I do these in bundles. When I've got enough of it, I do a bundle up. A pair of M&S stockings. Something else that I sell in bundles when I've got enough of them. Some Pokemon cards. I put these on Instagram this morning. James Collects very kindly told me that he doesn't think they're anything special and some of them may be fakes. I know nothing about Pokemon. The fact that somebody had bothered to put these in little plastic sleeves implied to me that they might be a little bit more special than the rest, but that is the full extent of my knowledge. And now that James says some of them may be fake, I don't know what to do with them because obviously I don't want to sell fakes. So, not sure what to do with those at all. And then finally from the filler bag, I really liked this. This is a cross stitch that somebody has done. They've had it professionally framed. It's really nice. Somebody's put an awful lot of work into that. It's got a cat and a tree and ladybirds and bees and all sorts of things on it. And it's quite big, as you can see, my head for scale. So yeah, quite a nice little filler bag this morning. That's 20 items. I've just written those down to count them as I've gone along. That's 20 items. I paid £3. This means each thing cost me 15p. 15p for each of the things in my filler bag. And then on to the rest of my car boot haul for this morning. That's all from one lady, so I'll come back to that. I paid £1 for these two. These are Madeline Floyd from McLagan Smith mugs, and they are from her Garden Birds range or Wild Birds range. I've got Willow Grouse and Shelduck. And then from the same chap, these two figurines. Kelly of the Flipping Pains was there and she said, oh, that one over there is Ladro. She said, it's not marked, but I know it is because I've got one. They're not marked. One says foreign and the other one's had the sticker removed, and I don't even know if I picked up the right ones that she meant because she had walked away and she sent me back to get them. But they are obviously a pair because it's the same little girl, or certainly if it's not her, it's twins. In one she's holding a doll and in the other one she's holding a lamb. So I will have a look at them. They're absolutely filthy. They are really, really grubby, so they need a nice wash. And I'll look them up and see if they're worth anything. I paid 50p for a travel Scrabble, but I've got a feeling a lot of the pieces are missing. Like possibly most of the pieces, which means hanging on to it until another one comes along and seeing if I can make up a full set. I'll put it on one side and check it in a minute. £4 for the same lady that I got the vegetable pots from. £4 for this Cath Kidston clock. One of these are sold for 50, but others have sold for between 15 and 25. I'd be happy with 25, but I'd be even happier with 50, obviously. And then another lady had this marked at 2 and this marked at 4. So this is a Babyliss cordless gas styler. It is unused in its box. This looks practically unused as well. And she took 5 for the 2 items, so she knocked £1 off for me. So this one can sell for 25 quid. And this one does sell for 30 quid. The lady had this marked at £12. It is a pink Kipling bag with matching purse. She had it marked at 12. I said to her, would you do 7, expecting her to say no, and she said, go on then, I've had it for a long time. So £7 for the pink Kipling purse and the matching bag. It has no monkey, which is frequently the way, unfortunately. It is a Brie Bro from the QVC ones. Smells a little bit of cigarettes, needs a good airing. Shame about the monkey, but still not bad for £7. And then everything else that's left came from one seller, and I paid £13. No, that's not right. £10.50. £11.50. I paid £11.50 all in. So I've got a little bundle of foil Christmas decorations, which sell surprisingly well. I think they're hideous personally, but I don't need to like them to sell them. So horrible things in my opinion. So there's 10 of those. And then there's this bag, which I think is foil balloons, so they're not much use to me, are they really? Although I suppose somebody might helium them back up. I don't know why you would. I think they're unused foil balloons. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't think there's a resale value in those, but I'll have a look just in case. And then again from this lady, in with that £11.50. Lord of the Rings on cassettes. I've sold this once in the past, a very long time ago, like maybe 3 to 4 years ago. They're currently selling for around 20 quid, so that was a nice one. A bag of curtain rings, a Kernwick, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, Kernwick from Cornwall Pottery Pig. These sell for about £20 in the brown. I don't know if the blue is rarer, less common, or what, but I couldn't find a blue one in sold. So, but yeah, I should be easy to get to. He's got a missing stopper, but I can replace a stopper, that's fine. And then the rest of it is dog toys. This was an Outward Hound, and I'm not sure whether you put treats in it. I think you put treats in it, and as they spin it, I'll have to look this one up. Yeah, I think you put treats in it, and as they spin it, the treats come out. And then dog activity one. I've been selling these recently. If I've seen them, I've picked them up because they seem to sell reasonably well. Bigger one, and I think that one is a slow feed bowl one, isn't it? So, don't know what brand these big ones are, but I will find them. I sound like Liam Neeson, I will find you, with my special skills. That's my whole haul. That is the haul and all of the haul. I spent about 30 odd quid this morning. I worked out a minute ago. About 30 odd quid. Quite pleased with my pickings for £30. I think I've got a nice lot of stuff. Quite a good filler bag today, and particularly pleased with things like the Cath Kidston clock and the hair styler and whatever. If you've seen anything in today's haul that you're interested in, drop me an email. The email address is in the description box underneath the video, and we can sort something out. Thank you for joining me. I am aware that when I do these I rattle on a bit and talk a bit fast, mainly because I'm trying to get out what I want to say before my brain loses it. I appreciate you joining me for this, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.